Thanks for watching Easy Way Network, your network that helps you connect with the best. With over 40 TV shows, 7 networks, and 20 channels. Visit EasyWayNetwork.com to learn more.
Welcome everyone to Looking Good with Daniella and T Coffee, a fashion and lifestyle talk show featuring creatives and entrepreneurs who do it all despite it all. I'm Daniella Platt.
And I'm Terrence Coffee. Good afternoon. Hi, Daniella on the West Coast.
Hey, Terrence. Terrence and I are creative connoisseurs who look forward to sharing our voices from inside the business of fashion and lifestyle, along with others in our creative fashion world. Creativity is all heart. This show is here to inspire you.
And like Daniela just said, all episodes are taped live, and we thank each and every one of you for joining us on Tuesdays. And we'll be on social media and streaming right here on streaming TV to more than 1 million viewers. And we have some fun segments. And you may have seen already, as this is our 4th show, you may have seen some of our previous shows, Behind the Scenes, Anyone Can Create. And today we're going to bling our color. As you can see, I'm rocking some color. And some upcoming shows, Fashion Rule Breaking. I already can tell that's going to be one of my favorites. And so I'm going to turn this back over to you, Daniella.
So just a little bit about us. So like I said, I'm Daniella Platt. I am a known, vibrant ball of energy in the worlds of fashion, media, and lifestyle. My favorite thing is hearing your story, taking your art, your heart, your message out into the world, which is why I'm so energized. I'm energized by creatives and all you do. That is why today I'm delighted to have this show. I'm delighted to be here with you, T Coffee, and sharing this journey for all creatives to be seen and heard. The best part is you joining us. I met Terrence at a Fashion Deck Sustainable Forum. The next day I called him up and said, "Hey Terrence, how about we do a show together?" I just want to say once again, sincerely, Terrence, thank you for calling me back. I love your jacket. I want to know who makes it. And I also know that since I've known you for about 6 months, you've been planning a fashion show. That fashion show is taking place this Friday night.
Finally.
So, yeah, so tell us about your jacket and give us an update on your fashion show.
So today I'm wearing Washington Roberts. My stylist, I owe it to my stylist, Carl Ayers. He comes in every week and makes me look good for this awesome show. And yes, the show, the virtual, I'm producing my first virtual fashion show that's taking place this Friday at 7 p.m. for LIM College right here in New York City. And I have it. Should I show this to the world, Daniella? Or should I save it for Friday?
Bring it on. You guys, give us a sneak peek. What are you going to rock? Are you bringing on some bling for your fashion show Friday night?
I will. I don't want to look like the student since I'm the professor, but I still want to be fashionably correct, right? So
bring it on.
I will show you. I'm only going to show you my top hat that I'm going to wear on Friday. So this jacket is by Smuggler's Moon. And I will be wearing this to the virtual show on Friday.
That's awesome.
And I will be pairing this with a white V-neck tee to show you some of the embellishing here, if you notice here. And then also in the cutout, I just want to make sure I'm showing this on the camera correctly. If you see here, and even if you go inside, we're blinging right here inside too. It's hard to see, but I just
bring on the bling. It makes people so happy. I love that you were wearing this and you're gonna rock that runway.
So I will be wearing that on Friday to the first virtual fashion show that we are producing. We're so excited about it. If you would like to check it out, it is free to the world. You can check it out at limcollege.edu. Just click on it and just come and join us. And you know, it's going to be the first for a lot of fashion universities around, colleges and universities around the country. So we wanted to be one of the first ones to set that precedent for all of our counterparts to follow along. So we're super excited about this. I am super happy to be a part of this experience.
I love it. I think back to our first episode where you brought on your team, where you brought on Carlton and Tamika, and we spoke about how you made it.
Tamika, yes.
How it's inspired by ballroom dance and the Netflix show Pose.
Yes.
So I'm super excited. I will definitely be there watching from the red carpet, from the previews, the whole way. I'm super excited. So without further ado, should we introduce today's show? Let's go.
Yes, we should. I think we should go to commercial break.
After we introduce the show, and then we go. Great.
Yes.
We're learning this. So
no worries.
Right? So today's show, it's about style and bling, about creatives who do it all despite it all. We're going to meet with Rana, Farshoukh, and Adrienne Gordon. They are the designers of Everyday Ritual, a beautiful collection. They are also movers and shakers in the downtown LA fashion scene. They were one of the first to heed the city's call for PPE ASAP. They quickly turned their entire collection scheduled for Nordstrom's into making masks and other products to help essential workers. They're here to talk about style, their collection, how they built 2 brands during COVID, and tips for everyone to make your ideas happen. We're also here to meet with image consultants Brenda Liz Gines and Luis Martinez. They have an IGTV show about how to own your image. They're going to tell us all about it. And they're here to talk about the power of your image. Luis is also going to share some style tips on how to dress like an elegant man. All right, now we're going to go to commercial break.
We are living in a digital age, and we think it's safe to say that all businesses are needing to transition from traditional brick and mortar to broadcast. Everything is really about data collection and building a community. EasyWay Broadcasting has created a social network/solution provider within the EasyWay network to help its members with this transition. Introducing the EasyWay Wall of Fame, a one-stop shop for business owners and influencers that help them to connect, grow, learn, and scale the easy way. Over the years, we have been building affiliates and partnerships in all genres. That means our platform utilizes all our members' businesses to provide services at a much lower cost, help sell their service and promote their awareness to more potential customers. Through our new media empire, we have a reach to millions. Become an affiliate. Make money doing it the easy way. Create your free account today by visiting easywaywalloffame.com. Accelerate your influence through direct access to the right influencers. We have many TV shows that our members can be interviewed by. We have our own magazine and radio station to promote our EasyWay Wall of Fame members' profiles, which they control. The more friends you get, the bigger your business will grow. Join the EasyWay Wall of Fame community for free today.
Look at us. And we're back. So let's meet Rana, Farshoukh, and Adrienne Gordon. How are you?
Hello, we're well. Hi. Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for joining us this afternoon. A little bit about Adrienne and Rana. They're designers of Everyday Ritual and women innovators who are also owners who own a manufacturing company downtown in Los Angeles, better known as the Creative Visual Concepts. And they are designers' best kept secret. Yes, the best kept secret. And also one of the first to call for the mass PPE production. And we thank you from the bottom of our hearts for this, because it wasn't for just you being part of this and helping save as many people as you did. We really appreciate this. And turning your collection for Nordstrom's into garments for essential workers. When I read this bio, I was telling Daniela I had tears in the left and the right ducts. because I just really, from my heart to yours, I really appreciate you. Everyday Ritual is your collection for the sophisticated woman, which has seen phenomenal success during COVID. And a little bit about Rana and Adrienne. They're longtime friends, as you can see right there. You can just see their synergy, and they're on a mission to create beautiful clothing and are inspired by their customers and all that they do. And we're so excited to have you. Rana comes from a family whose heritage is rooted in the textile industry and came from fashion manufacturing and design quite naturally, of course. And she found creative visual concepts, better known as CVC if you see it out there in the world, an apparel design and manufacturing company founded in 1999. And her designs are found at one of my favorite, Anthropology and Revolve. And a little bit fun facts, she has a BS in geophysics, and from UCLA, and fluent in 4 different languages. And Adrienne, you work with brands like Michael Stars, Realist Knitwear, and also own the Basic Showroom, which is where you met Rana. And together you successfully launched a brand called Polly Says. And so let's talk about this a little bit. Well, before we get into the conversation, there is a video that we would like to show the audience first, and then we will come back and chat with you.
What a difference a year makes.
Oh my goodness, a year made a huge difference.
When you spend that year making a difference by making one mask at a time. It's been almost a year since we first introduced you to Rana Farshoukh.
We're going at the speed of light as much as we can.
And her business partner, Adrienne Gordon.
We're making about 500 a day now.
A year ago, Adrienne and Rana had never made a mask before when they suddenly stopped the production of their clothing line to make and donate masks to healthcare workers.
You met us, we were just launching. We hadn't actually launched even yet, and then we were already converting to doing some masks.
A year later,
yeah, boyfriend's shirt, dad's shirt, grandpa's tie.
Adrienne and Rana's downtown LA company, Pound Cake Society, has a thriving mask business.
So we reached out to corporate America because the goal was for everybody to keep working and keep moving. And we're like, how can we help get people back to work?
Their company was hired to be the official mask maker for many big businesses and major sporting events, like the upcoming NCAA men's basketball tournament.
All of this was on hold. We didn't know what was going to happen. Department stores, everything closed.
But Adrienne says they never lost sight of their first passion, their appropriately named clothing line, Everyday Ritual.
We are loungewear and sleepwear, and that was a hit. 2020 and going into 2021.
And our clothing gave people that, I can look great, even though I'm comfortable. I can still look fabulous. We can reorder it.
Launching a clothing line in 2020, though, was not without its struggles.
Getting fabric, getting resources, even getting the elastic for the masks and cotton, all that stopped. It was very hard.
Now, Everyday Ritual is thriving online at stores like Nordstrom and soon others.
How amazing is that? Go ahead, Daniela.
I love your story, and I remember getting the call of, you have to check this out. These girls are making masks downtown. I was one of the first to just place a personal order from it with you, and I've sent them to my parents. They're all over town, so I want to thank you guys. You were the very first mask that I ever owned, and they're beautiful. So that was very cool, and it's nice to kind of finally meet you guys somewhat in person here. Thank you guys for joining us today. Your story is remarkable.
Nice to meet you both as well.
Yeah, so let's just dive in. You guys, you both together, you've had so much experience in the apparel industry, each independently as well as together. How did you come up with the idea for Everyday Ritual? And how did you know it was going to be a success?
I think for us, you know, we had success in the past and again now, which is nice to be able to repeat because we found something that was missing in the marketplace. You know, if we feel like if we're looking for it as women and can't find it, you might be looking for it as a consumer and also can't find it. And so we couldn't find really yummy luxury cotton, women of a certain age, pajamas and loungewear. Busy women, you know, things you want to come home to. We can't always take out time for ourselves. So sometimes putting on something that makes you feel like you're somewhere else or you can relax and be not bound and just scrumptious, it can take you somewhere else mentally. So, fashion can be two things. It can be beautiful and functional. And so that's where the idea came from. We didn't know if it would be successful. We thought it might be. I'm like, there's enough women out there.
Yeah, well, we trust ourselves. We've been doing this for a long time. And look, I get home every day. I take off my clothes. I change. I want something comfortable, but a friend might stop by to have a glass of wine. I don't want to be in sweats. I really don't want to be in sweats. I want to look nice. I want to be in a pretty fabric, and I want to be able to greet my friends if they come over. And so this is what we did. She's like, yeah, I do that too. I'm like, well, there you go.
I've got an 11-year-old son. I can't walk around looking, half dressed. So to be able to be put together and run out to the farmer's market or answer the door when the postman comes over and still sit down for my Zoom call from the waist up and look super chic.
Yes.
There you go.
And look, it's not just about the product. We knew what kind of product we could make, and we wanted something that has a long shelf life. So it's not so trendy that you can't wear it the next season. We wanted something that you can have in your closet and wear time after time after time and not be restricted by any changes and major changes. But at the same time, and we come from the background we come from, we weren't waiting on chance. We knew what we were doing. We knew how to do it. I have my connections on the supply side. Adrienne had her connections on the demand side. And we knew that when we came together, we knew exactly what we had to do. And look, it's a lot of work. You don't get to
work.
You don't get to go in Nordstrom and Neiman Marcus and just because it lucked out. It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. And we're not islands. We have an incredible team around us that we've been blessed to build slowly and intentionally. And they, everybody does the lion's share. Nobody has one hat.
Yes.
That makes sense. Your collection is beautiful. And I like that you said that, good friends don't let friends wear sweatpants. So thank you for creating a beautiful collection to be comfy in.
Yes, thank you for just making that collection just outstanding. I love all the different colors. And, color has an emotional impact on everything. And I was like, oh, wow, look at all the different colors, the different prints that you did. It's fantastic. And this leads me to my next question. I'm going to get a little personal here. We mentioned about your PPE. Can you talk more about how did you survive during the pandemic and what was it like, going through all the chaos?
I think we had like 5 minutes of being at home with our families where there was mass panic, like, oh my God, we're all here together and what's happening outside our doors. Just a moment of making sure you had, the basics. We're blessed to have the toilet paper and the rice, that I'd never made rice from scratch before. It's always instant. I didn't know it took like 40 minutes. Anyway, just all of that. And then Raina's like, look, we've been asked to make masks. Can we do that? And I was like, how do we pay for it? And then it was like, okay, grassroots campaign with Facebook. She went out and figured out how to make a fantastic mask.
Wow.
So that we could donate them. It wasn't about making money. It was just about helping people.
And we really wanted to make a mask that actually protects you. We actually did do the homework. We went and we sourced a filter. We sent it to the lab. We tested it. Yeah. We made sure that you actually do get the protection. We made sure that it is cotton against your face so that we knew that people are going to wear them for a while. You don't want a synthetic fiber and you breathe in all those little microfibers. We thought this out. This was not like, yes, we rushed it, but we really did put in the work for it. Mm-hmm. And then because we did that work, Adrienne took that information, contacted corporate offices of major companies and said, look, here are the test results of our mask. This is how it performs. And they were very interested because they can, at that point, offer that to their employees and say, we are actually protecting you. Here's the factual data that says this mask can filter X amount
of particles, X amount of viruses, this amount of breathability.
Wow.
And it's comfortable, we hope. So yeah. So our lane really isn't, it's funny, doing this, we were strictly wholesale. And you guys know how it is. You're working with stores. Mm-hmm. We didn't typically work with the general public. And then when we launched, I wouldn't even say launched the mask, when people got wind of the masks and it got a little media, we found ourselves talking to everybody in the country. It was really a good experience dealing with all different ages, backgrounds, military service, nurses, veterinarians,
seniors, and
everybody, single moms, grandmamas, everybody had our numbers because we
were the
prepared.
ones to call, and we were featured on a weather channel.
Yeah, we were featured on the Weather Channel. I think there's a tornado or something.
That's amazing.
That's
And this wasn't
outstanding.
your plan at all. This was not your plan at all. So as you look back at this experience, like you received a lot of press, you've been talking to all these new people. How has it like impacted you? How have you all shifted?
We brought a lot of friends because the phone was ringing off the hook, and there was just we were skeleton crew. It was Adrienne and I and three more people,
Yeah.
and we had about within 24 hours we had about
11. It's like 12,000 orders, but it was a lot more masks.
12,000 orders in
12,000?
24 hours. Bravo!
It was like 3 for $10 something, and so it was more masks. It was like 40,000
masks. Giving them
masks.
away just to protect the public. Really, we weren't thinking about profit.
We weren't. And then it was like, oh my God, that was Easter weekend last year, and Rana's mom brought dinner, and we ate here, and we worked round the clock for about 2 weeks.
We brought our family. We brought
family because it was the height. I mean, it was the very beginning of COVID. Nothing was open. We had to get permission to get into our building.
Yes. We were given an exception to be able to enter the building. The good news is our space is very large. It's about 5,000 square feet. So even when we brought in and we were 20 people, we were still quite dispersed. So we were safe at that time. But that phone, I can tell you, it was ringing off the hook.
So we pivoted again
Yeah.
to our comfort zone, which was working with major companies and stores and that kind of thing. And to Raina's point, I started sending out letters and information to major businesses, and they tested the masks like we did, and we've been blessed. We supply a lot of major entertainment companies. We can't really say global theme parks.
We've been on CBS buys our, like some of them you can actually see on TV.
Yeah,
we are on Grey's Anatomy.
We did the Super Bowl. We did the Masters. We did March Madness. The NBA bubble.
We did, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
there's some notes coming in like it was epic. It was just an epic thing to watch. It's unbelievable. I'm really proud of you guys.
I am too, guys. And that leads me to my next question, guys. So tell me, so where is the business now? Because you are a designer's secret, and you design your own collection, and you produce for other people.
Yes.
So what can you do in 90 days? Like,
we could do a lot.
obviously, you're magic.
The collection now stands, like I said in that clip, 2020 was a tough year, but people wore loungewear, so we were kind of on time once it finally hit the stores. And now, Everyday Ritual Sun and Sea, which is a part of Everyday Ritual, is resort wear. It's doing well because people want to get out. We know that's the next step. Go somewhere, sit outside, feel pretty.
Right.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So, COVID hit around March of last year, and then we launched with Nordstrom around
July. It was late.
Around July.
Mm-hmm.
And within 2 to 3 weeks, we were almost sold out of everything we had made. The sell-through was phenomenal. So our first order with Nordstrom was, let's say, this big. The second order was this big. The third order, they told us, you write the order. We're not even, you tell us what you want to give us. And just recently, 3 weeks ago, we launched Neiman Marcus, and we're also
doing well with the resort.
Congratulations.
This story.
We're super blessed. And again,
we are also
great staff.
We're very lucky.
I mean, this story just moved me. Like I was telling Daniela, my mom is a medical surgery nurse, and I know she's watching, and I'm sure she's like two thumbing you guys up because, she was in the trenches out there with you guys. And this is just outstanding.
We were so happy to be able to answer the phone call for doctors and hospitals and nursing homes and just say, yeah, you need 500, here's 500. If you need 1,000, here's 1,000. And again, the community at large, our Facebook friends and family that raised money with us so that we could give, they gave them. We did the work, but they gave the money. So, and we gave the money too, but
other corporations also wanted to be part of it. Yeah. SoCal Gas wanted to give us what do you call it?
They gave us a grant.
A grant. But we couldn't receive a grant because we're not a nonprofit, so we had to form a nonprofit.
So we started a nonprofit.
grants.
So that's called Cake for Everyone.
Well, you guys are known for huge donations and for giving back. What kind of fun is this?
What kind of what?
You guys are known for your efforts to donate and give back. What kind of grants? What have you done? I know you guys had a GoFundMe account. You had to schedule your non-for-profit. You call it Cake for Everyone.
Cake for Everyone. Because our corporation's name is Pound Cake Society, we named it not knowing that the whole world would know that because we like cake and champagne. That was really the reason behind that. So first, shamelessly, yeah, you got to really think about the name of your business. Anyway, so we called it Cake for Everyone, and
I love that.
We donated to healthcare workers, like I said, nursing homes, individuals. If you can't afford a mask, we're not going to not send you a mask for you and your family. You know, it's like, tell us what you need. And now it's been the homeless community. So we've done something a little different with disposable masks so that we can continue to donate to them. And then we did a little personal outreach that I know we won't really talk about, but we helped some families during COVID with their mortgages and stuff like that because it's unrestricted giving. So we can give.
Really nice.
Give it. When we started the company, the first thing we both said is like, hey, we want to tithe back into our community. We want to give back in some way. So about 30% goes back. You know, Rana gets to pick somebody. I get to pick somebody. We pick somebody together.
They don't meet us.
They don't know.
We're like secret Santas, and we just pay their rent for a couple months and take care of them.
Oh my gosh!
Can I just give you guys a virtual? Can I just give you guys a virtual hug? Like this is just it's just beautiful, and just the thought process and the business mindset, and I'm getting emotional, so I'm gonna just let Daniela keep talking. But I just think it's I don't get emotional a lot, but I get emotional about this. I think because my mom has been out there in this and working in this, and you know, so it's just what you've done is so beautiful, and you saved lives, and you don't understand the amount of lives that you have saved. I know because I know you're looking at the production and making it beautiful. And I'm going to stop and we're going to move forward. And I'm going to get out of my feelings with this because it's just fantastic.
So I will ask, I'll go back. So I just want to go before all this happened, you guys were building beautiful, beautiful clothing lines. And during this whole time, you've created the unbelievable movement of the masks and PPE. And you've really seen phenomenal growth with your collection. I'd love to know, like, is there any wisdom you can share with future designers, whether they're either coming to you to create their line, what are the few essentials they need to even begin to create a collection with you, or just general wisdom for anybody out there with an idea and they want to bring it to the world? What wisdom can you impart?
Do you want to start? Yep. So I'll do the manufacturing side, and then Adrienne will do the sales side. On the manufacturing side, get educated, know your fabric, know your colors, be in touch with the world, see what people are wanting. Look at Pinterest. Go out on take walks on the beach and look at what people are wearing. Look at what they need to wear. Sometimes like, oh, you shouldn't be wearing that. You need to wear this. Get involved in everything. Even if you watch how furniture is evolving, how wallpaper is evolving. Design is not just clothing. It is the whole, it comes as a package, and you'll see certain colors will start to pop up, even in dishes and cups and things like that. You go, oh, this is where we're going, and this is what people are ready for. And create. Trust yourself. Make sure it's functional. I would say also, get some capital. The industry is not cheap. You want to get some capital to start this business. This is not a small thing. It is manufacturing after all. Create teams. Make sure you have the right people to work with, and go for it. Be cautious, but go for it. Go for it.
No one's going to work as hard as you.
Yeah.
You know, and you want to surround yourself with people that take ownership of your business as well and work as hard as you. You know, nothing frustrates me more as if I could do it, but I hired you to do it, so now I'm doing it too, you know. But you know, from the sales side, I would say check out the stores you want to be in. Be very intentional about your brand as a whole. Know what you want to look like. Know who your customer is. At the same time, be realistic about who that customer is and how much money you'll make with it. You know, some people are like, I want the $8,000 jacket and I'm going to sell it to the world. No, you're going to sell like 6 of them because there's only 6 people out in the world that might buy the $8,000 jacket. You have to find your medium of where you want to be and then be okay with that being, you know, your brand. We have Everyday Ritual. But then, you know, somebody else like Walmart might come calling and we're not going to necessarily say no to that, but it won't be this brand. We'll create this brand under our brand, that kind of thing. So know your stores that you want to go into, talk to the staff, talk to the manager, find out what price points sell best. You know, these are the questions you have to familiarize. You know, when we went to sell Nordstrom, I went in and took photos of price tags and items so I could make sure we were priced competitively. I knew what was selling on the floor, that kind of thing. And then when I talked to the buyers, I was fully aware of what I was talking about, and they were equally happy that I knew their business. You got to know their business too. Yes. And then don't be afraid to cold call. You know, there's a metrics. I used to say for every 200 no's, there's about 10 yeses in there. So you got to get the no's to get to the yeses, and don't let it discourage you. That's right. You know, just one phone call after another. And when you're calling, it is cold at the beginning.
And that's what I tell my students in my classroom too. In this fashion business, you got to code call. It sounds very old school, but it works.
It does. Yeah, I like to say a no means not now. A no means I don't know you yet. A no means let's
come back later.
In a few weeks. I wrote about that in the book that I wrote, Looking Good, Bam's Be a Sales Rockstar. But no just really means like, let's have coffee. Who are you? We gotta talk this through. Let's turn that no into a yes somehow. But that's really great advice. I love that you're talking about being intentional, knowing your market, getting your price point right, and being able to deliver on a wide variety. Like I love that you said if Kmart calls you up or Target calls you up, don't say no. Find another way to do it, because at the end of the day, you want to bring your art, your heart, your message into the world. You just have to figure out how. And maybe it means 1 or 2 $8,000 dresses as like a, you know, an aspirational point, but you want to be able to service everybody. I really salute you guys. Thank you so much for all you've done. I really admire your works. Where can people find you? You're welcome to make any offer you like. Tell us where we can find you about your brand.
You can definitely find the brand at Nordstrom and Neiman Marcus online. They're both their .coms. But then we sell the brand on our website too, which is shopeverydayritual.com. And that's our full website with masks and clothing. And for your listeners, we're offering the code. I think it's up. D&T Coffee is the code for an extra 10% off website wide. And right now, because of Mother's Day, everything's 30% off anyway. So your people will get 40% off, which would be fantastic for masks and sleepwear and loungewear and anything they want.
I'll tell my kids that right away to start loving your mommy more with Everyday Ritual. So everybody, pass your kids or your parents, start loving more. Everyday Ritual, 40% off for Mother's Day. Thank you so much. I really salute you guys. I really applaud you guys. Thank you so much for being here with us. And I believe we're going to commercial break. Hi, everyone. I'm Daniella Platt. I'm a creative connoisseur, and I'm known to be a vibrant ball of energy. Welcome to Jungle, my personal collection. For 20 years, I worked at advertising agencies and fashion magazines, building brands that you know, like Skechers and Hugo Boss. I mention this because for the longest time, I wanted to have my own collection. I wanted to create something that had meaning, that had purpose, that made you feel amazing, that would fire you up. This collection, Jungle, came together when a designer friend and I wanted to create something for a gala. It started off with this scarf that you can see that totes spirit animals, coffee, because we live on it, novelty like a hammer, a designer's best friend. It was worn on Zoom screens all around the world, building unity and community, firing people up with energy. The collection Jungle has grown, and I'm so excited. We have t-shirts, bags, scarves available for retail and promotional use. I am so excited because this collection is here to remind you to be your ferocious, outrageous self, Tell me what empowers you. It started off with the main message: stop playing small, play big. You can have it all. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you enjoy jungleandcoffee.com. I'm Daniella Platt, the designer, creator of the brand. Thank you so much. And remember, be your ferocious, outrageous self. No membership required, no permission needed. Enjoy. And we're back. Hi, T Coffee.
Hi, Daniella. They were great, Daniella.
I love them. Oh, here's my flyer. I'm just going to mention really quickly. One thing that happened during COVID is we met people all around the world. Somebody recently said to me, COVID is like world peace. Well, in this case, I met people from the Amazon. In February, a natural disaster hit the region, and it completely decimated so much of the wildlife and eco lodges and everything that we love, the biodiversity capital of Peru. So many communities were affected. So we created a fundraiser to help support our friends down in the Amazon who have been deeply, deeply destroyed from this natural disaster. It is a mug, it is a pillow. This mug was created along with a friend of mine. The artwork on this mug was created with designer Inga Goodman, but it started off as a scarf. It is now available in a mug. The mug totes the message, save the Amazon. You can also buy the bundle package, which comes with a beautiful pillow featuring spirit animals, and the opposite side says play big. It is for Sandra Fernandez or Osiris. Her organization, it supports the Amazon conservation. She loves this artwork. It completely reminds her of the Amazon. Anyway, so it is available at jungleandcoffee.com. You can also find it on Etsy. I hope you guys please support the Amazon. Thank you so much. And I also, here's my other flyer. So as you saw from the mug, which we created for a charity event, I design merch for brands. I do everything. So you never need to have inventory. You never need to go to the post office. You don't even have to worry about artwork. Just send me your logo and I will make it for you.
You're so creative, Daniella.
You can take your art, your message. Thanks, T Coffee. So creative. And I even have a master class on how anybody can have a fashion line and sell like crazy. And pretty much it is an intro to how to have a fashion line, but I'm going to tell you when you're ready to make it, go see my girls, Rana and Adrienne.
So that leads us to our next segment.
We are back, and we are back with image consultants. I just need a moment to take a breath.
Love your hat.
So we're back with image consultants, Brenda, Liz Gines, and Luis Martinez. Earlier today, Luis said, wear the hat. So I'll do it. So they are here to talk about the power of image and style, including tips. Luis is going to share tips for an elegant man. They also recently released a show on IGTV. I cannot pronounce it, so they're going to do it, but it's about how to own your image. So you can own your power. They're going to tell us all about it. Just a little bit about Brenda. Liz Gines is a known wardrobe GuruFluencer. She's the founder of Mundo Femenino. She specializes in image projection and business image. She's from Puerto Rico, has been inspiring elegance since 2007. She's been featured in more than 30 media outlets. Thousands of professional women have been influenced by her elegant and wise, inspiring styles. Luis Martinez, he's here as well. He's a certified men's image consultant, founder of the Fly Square. He has a passion for men's elegance. He's dedicated to assisting men with their professional image. Thank you, guys. We have
There they are. Welcome, Brenda and Luis.
You guys are so, I love your outfits. I'm going to marvel at them for a minute.
Thank you so much. Such a pleasure being here with you today. I've been looking forward to this for such a long time now.
Keep coming back. So you have a clip that you sent us from your IGTV show. Do you want to take like a second to kind of tell us what it's about before we play it? You'll explain it more afterwards, but just at least say what it is, and then we'll play it, and then you'll tell us more about it.
Okay, let me see. Okay.
Oh,
the sound is right?
Yeah, we
Y entonces estas experiencias sociales, y más en fines de semana así largos, como decimos nosotros acá en Puerto Rico, que son así festivos, y donde la gente busca ese propósito de reunirse, de aunque no sean muchos, pero pues esa familia, conectarse, los primos, que muchas veces, ¿verdad?, no se ven quizás 2 o 3 veces al año. Los primos siempre buscamos esa oportunidad, es algo que nos gusta. Pues puedo surgir algo como lo que vamos a hablar hoy.
¿Y qué será?
En esa imagen para conquistar, en ese escenario donde dicen, ok, es fin de semana largo, y viene tu pareja y te dice, vamos a conocer a papi y a mami.
I always love to see that.
You guys are cracking up, and I'm like, I see the body language. What are you saying? What are you saying?
Yes, we have had some drama in our episodes. Well, in that short clip, I'm explaining some of the situation that we may challenge in some occasion. And this person is telling to another one, well, okay, we are having this get together during the holiday weekend with family. I want you to be with me, but also I want you to meet my parents. It's like, what? You want me to meet your parents? So that experience that almost everybody had to meet the in-laws for the first time and makes you feel like nervous and how I'm gonna do it, what is the best way. So that episode we talk about it, and that one is one of the top 3 that have the most viewers. You remember, Luis?
I do. It was a lot of fun doing that. We got a lot of comments, congratulations, messages. It seemed that it made a lot of impact, that you are dating and suddenly you get to know the parents. Oh my God, who knew?
So that's outstanding. So let's talk about this a little bit. What is Image to Conquer? Your IGTV series, and how and what was that aha moment to create it?
Imagen para conquistar. I know it's difficult to translate, but it's like image to overcome and fill the blank. You know, daily challenges that every day, everybody can live. For example, an unexpected virtual meeting. That was our first episode. A difficult day. The business dream. A tasteful selfie. You know, how to do it. From day to night. Business photo session. First time to meet the in-laws, the one that we just mentioned. A business lunch. An unforeseen morning rush. That was our recent episode last Monday. So, Imagen para conquistar es tertulias or talks from 2 certified image consultants with solutions to overcome those daily challenges from the point of view of image. That's basically the idea of this series. And the aha moment, well, it was like, I call it an all-inclusive sudden lighting. I have this message from heaven, like an email with all the details, the topics, the concept, including the name. And I was like, oh my God, I got this. I can see myself in this project. and I like to have a partner, somebody with me in this. So I remember Luis, because we are members from the same chapter of the International Image Consultants Association, and our chapter is based in California. I remember his personality, and I always like him. So I called him, I explained the concept. He think about it a little, I think like one day. and then he said, okay, I like the concept. I would like to do it with you. And in 2 weeks, ta-da!
Magic happened.
Was live, and for the past 9 weeks, we have viewers from Puerto Rico, United States, Spain, Venezuela, Colombia, Brazil, Dominican Republic, Argentina, Italy, and Turkey. So it's like an idea from out of the blues, and you start to doing something, and we have a great success. I really love this project, and I'm sure that Luis also.
It was a fantastic idea that Brenda had to just come up with very informal topics, things that happen to us in our day-to-day lives, things that we never even think much about, but then when you are in the middle of it, you're like, oh, what do I do now? And they involve style, because style is with you 24/7. Either if you want it or not, you need to look presentable every single time.
Yes.
So Brenda and I met during the annual meeting of our International Image Associations. And she reached out, she proposed this amazing idea, and I jumped at it because I said, why not? I mean, what is the worst thing that could happen here? Nothing. This is all going to be a lot of fun. So let's do it.
Love this. So,
Yes.
so can you just tell us, so any idea of your favorite episodes of the audience?
So one that I recall specifically was the one we had about the in-laws. That's the clip that you just saw, because the flow of that show was absolutely amazing. On top of that, well, okay, so a little bit of information. I never wear my glasses during the show. And you know, Instagram Live, you do it on your phone, which is probably going to be 3 feet away from you. And I cannot read a thing on the screen without my glasses. I just can't. I'm lost. I just see hearts flowing up the screen. That's the only thing I can see. And I'm like, okay, I think people are liking what we're saying because I see hearts everywhere. And then Brenda is like, oh, but let's take a look at some of the questions we have here. And they were not questions, but they were a lot of feedback giving us positive messages. And oh my God, I never thought about this. How come that you're saying it? And now I know what to do. It's like people are so looking forward for those answers, for those situations when, oh my God, what do I do now? Here, this is what you need to do. So that one for me was my favorite show. I don't know, Brenda.
Yes, well, we have an unexpected virtual meeting also was, it's the number one, and the difficult day. Those three are the top three. So really, really very interesting. The feedback, people really like it. This was something, you know, that happens so sudden. The inspiration, the creativity. So, and the same that happens to us, like with Daniela and you, Terence, that we have, Luis and me, we haven't had the chance to meet in person. I have.
Oh, we haven't met in person either.
Yesterday, Terence said, I want to take you to dinner. I'm like, can I even eat in front of you? We've never even met.
So we almost have the same story like you guys. So maybe we can do something together next year.
I love that collaboration.
That would be awesome. So you guys are image consultants and stylists. I love that you guys put together this show and that you've been doing it consistently. Let's talk style. Like, why is it so important? What is style to you guys, and why is it so important? Maybe you can share some tips on style, pretty generally. So, who wants to start? Go for it. Or Louis.
Okay, I'm not muted anymore. Good. So what is style to me? Style is actually something that we need to keep in our lives every single day. And unfortunately, since the pandemic started and we're working from home, and, our minds are in more mixed set because our houses have become the restaurant, the gym, where we take care of the kids. Our house has become everything these days, and people have lost a little bit that style that they used to do when they're going to the office, when they have to go at work. So I keep try reminding my clients, like, just because you're working from home, just because people are looking at you from the chest up, it doesn't mean that you don't need to dress. And the reason is very simple. It sets your mind. You're not going to do laundry in a pinstripe suit. Well, you could, but I don't advise that. So I feel that when you tell people, by dressing up, by keeping your style, you're actually taking care of yourself. And that's a really good thing. There is nothing wrong with that. And if you dress when you are going to work, even if it's at home, even if it's on your laptop for 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours, whatever it is, you feel that you are working. You're showing respect to what you're doing, and you're showing respect to your coworkers as well. I don't want to see my coworkers in a bathrobe. I don't. I'm sorry. And I don't think anyone does either. You know?
Brenda, go for it. What is style? Give us a little bit about your style.
So what is my style? I love colors. I love textures. I love patterns, bold prints. That's what I like the most. Now, that is me. That's what I always say. That's me as my style, but that doesn't mean that's going to work for you. So what we do as image consultants is find what is your style, how we define and improve that person that we have in front of us, and take the most out of it. That's exactly what we want to do. I'm loving the trends that are happening this year for summer 2020, because that's exactly what it is. Shiny fabrics, bold patterns, live colors. Yes, Terrence, your jacket, awesome. Absolutely awesome.
Thank you.
To say. Yes. And by the way, Daniela, the hat. Yes, I still keep it. Yes, you need to do hats. No. Keep it on. You need to keep that on. Oh, we're going to have a hat show now.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
You chime in? Oh, Brenda, talk to us about style.
Well, for me, style is, my definition, my words, is you. And the way you put together what you wear and how you carry your captivating magic, personality, and confidence. It is part of the language of your message to the world. For me, it's very important, if you know your message to the world, that needs to show through your style. So you need to identify what's my message to the world, what I'm working on, what is important for me right now, how do I want to inspire the world or the people that surrounds me. That's for definition. But we have some tips. Luis, you want to start with your tips?
Yes. But before we go to the tips,
yeah, there are some tips.
also,
Luis, you're going to share tips on how to be how to dress for men, how to dress like an elegant male, right? Your tip, that's your tip, elegant male. Okay, go for it.
yes.
Bring your tips.
So one thing that I wanted to say is it's important to remember what is the season that you're going to head to. And in this case, I'm located here in Washington, D.C. The summer here is very hot, very humid. So you want to wear linens, you want to wear very light cottons. There are some wools for the summer that are very light, or the weaving is very white, so it actually, the fabric breathes really, really well. Those are the typical tips that I usually give regarding fabrics. Now, we're gonna go back to what was the trend for this year with bold fabrics and colors. This jacket, for example, that I'm wearing right now, believe it or not, I found it on a secondhand retailer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a beautiful fabric. It's from the 70s. It's made of cotton. That's the first thing that I noticed. If I say the 70s, is it polyester? Because I don't want to wear polyester during 100 degrees outside in this city, you know? But no, it was made of cotton, perfect condition, and then I just happy that I got it. That's another thing that I always say with style. You not always have to buy brand new. Always go for secondhand retailers, because that will give you a chance to own something that is made of very high quality for a very low cost. So just to give it there.
Luis,
then yes.
Also, that pocket square. I keep looking at it. Like, can we see the detail? I hate to tell you to take it out, but is there a print on that pocket square that you have there?
No, it's actually. Let me teach you something. Yes, I'm gonna take it out just for you, Terrence.
I've been stalking that pocket square ever since I've seen you on the screen.
So this is a combination of two different pocket squares.
That's magic.
So it's two different shades of orange, and so they don't cover each other. What you do is that you frame them like a star, like in a star shape, and then you grab it in the center, and here you have both shades of orange just showing in one pocket square.
That's magic. I knew there was something to it because the way it just was sitting in the pocket, and I have pocket squares too, but I've never put them together with two different kinds of pocket squares. I like that concept.
Plus, the two fabrics together give some bulkiness to the pocket square, so when you put it there, it will stay there.
Now, can I do two different fabrics?
You can do anything you want.
Okay.
That's another tip that I give my clients.
Okay.
It's all about playing. I don't like when people say, oh, there are rules in the fashion industry or the trends industry. There are no rules, people. Own your body, have fun with it, and wear what you want, because that's what it is in the end. It's all about having fun. So to answer your question, match two fabrics together and see how it looks. Maybe you will like it, maybe you won't, but you will not know until you try.
I have a wedding. I'm producing a wedding that's happening next Saturday because I'm an event planner too, and I'm wearing a yellow linen suit. So I think I'm going to do some pocket squares.
There you go.
Gave me an idea.
I very much like the combination of linen and a silk pocket square, because the shine of the silk gives that special touch. Not too much, not too little, but it's right there. Something beautiful for you to see. Just a detail. Just try it out.
Outstanding concept.
I love that you just shared that.
Oh, please. Another thing that I was going to show you is for example, this jacket here, it's steel. You cannot see the window pane design very much because of the light, but it's made of 100% silk. People think that during the summer you cannot wear silk. You can, actually. It breathes really, really well, and it flows because silk is very light. So as soon as you get a little bit of breeze in, it just goes inside your jacket. It's a beautiful jacket to wear just because of the shine that it has when it hits the light in. Another one that I was going to show you is this. This is like a seafoam color. I'm sorry that the camera cannot appreciate it very well, but this is actually summer wool.
Oh.
It's a really light jacket. It almost feels like cashmere. Cashmere is usually very light. You cannot feel the weight. Same is with this jacket. It's just beautiful to wear, and it breathes very well during the summer. And last but not least, if you really want to pop at a wedding, a red tuxedo jacket. Like you will be, this is like wearing a sign that says, I am here, look at me right now. It's like you need to look at me right now.
And red is my favorite color.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see the pattern. It has like a paisley pattern. Now it's very difficult to catch on the screen.
A little bit.
I kind of see it, but I can't totally see it. But I do think that you will stop the room when you walk in a wedding in a red tuxedo. Definitely you will command attention and own the room, and you are there to make a presence. You can't hide if you're going to wear that at all.
No, you can't. And what a beautiful comeback after COVID that we haven't seen anyone that, you know what I love the most, what I miss the most about this period? I haven't been able to hug anyone. I mean, I miss hugs like crazy, being able to shake hands. Oh, that and a decent haircut. I haven't had a decent haircut in a year, so I miss that too. But what a comeback would be that you enter a room wearing a red tuxedo jacket.
That's definitely a comeback, and I'm going to look for one too after this segment.
Right. You have to tell Terrence where he can find that jacket.
Yes.
So we have just like a couple of minutes before we are gonna wrap up the show. I just wanted to go back to Brenda for a second. Do you have any parting wisdom you'd like to share about?
Yes, I would like to share some very quick tips for head to toes captivating magic for women. First, invest in sunglasses. Like these ones, I have these ones are my favorites, are Versace. Okay, so you can, these are a glam style that I love very much. And have a scarf. I love scarves. Scarves are part of my style. So, and then have some shoes with personality, you know, like these ones, have some inspiration. With these 3 tips, you can have ideas for your captivating magic look, feminine style. So from head to toe, sunglasses, scarves, and shoes with personality, you know, the way you like it. So you're not gonna be one more in the room. Of course, the eyes are going to be over you.
I love that.
Love that.
From pocket squares and red tuxedos to
scarves.
Yeah, SSS,
sunglasses,
scarf, and shoes. I completely agree. I think we were joking around, like, who's worn shoes in COVID? And we had a room of people and everybody raised their shoe, and I think everybody was wearing flip-flops. Powerful. I sit here in a pair of heels too, so I can give power.
I'm wearing flip-flops today too.
So Brenda and Luis, where can people find you? Do you want to quickly say, like, I don't know if you guys have any offers. Where can people at least have people follow you, follow your show? Tell us where we should follow you, where people can find you. What's up? What's next?
Ginés, it's Gines. It's not difficult. That's right. It's on the screen. Brenda.Gines. And my website, it's mundofemeninopr.com. It's in Spanish, mundofemeninopr.com. If you want to talk, contact me, of course, send me a message and I will get back to you.
And Luis, where can we find you?
So you can visit my website, theflysquare.com, and you may contact me through there, or you may visit my Instagram profile, which is also The Fly Square, or my LinkedIn page, also The Fly Square. By the way, on my LinkedIn page, I have written a series of articles that are all related about dressing professionally while working from home, and also about sustainable style, which is what I was just talking about. So please feel free to visit those and leave me any comments.
Thank you. And thank you both for joining us this afternoon.
That is.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. I'm Daniella Platt with my.
And I'm Terrence Coffee.
I'm in Los Angeles, and you are
in the New York City.
East Coast, West Coast. We've been joking around about that. Follow us. Follow us. It's at Looking Good. Yeah, which is my handle, and your handle is
Terrence Coffee on LinkedIn, or if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Terrence Antonio.
And he's got a pretty funny Instagram. You guys should really follow him. I kind of like his vibe.
And if you want to just take a look at our website, there it is at the bottom of the screen, Looking Good with Daniella and T Coffee, or text us at 323-963-4377.
Yeah, we're here to bring out the story of creatives. So join us on the show. Tell your friends. We got more every Tuesday coming for you. We're here to inspire you. Keep following us and stay awesome.
And see you next week.
Thanks for watching Easy Way Network, your network that helps you connect with the best. With over 40 TV shows, 7 networks, and 20 channels. Visit easywaynetwork.com to learn more.